Hi everyone. So we're going to talk about probability. How we solve or how do we get the probability of a certain event in an experiment? That is what we are going to focus on today's discussion. But before that, again, I just want to remind or not remind, but to define probability briefly. So probability is the study of randomness and uncertainty. So hindi natin alam kung ano ba yung lalabas na outcome. Okay? That's why we call it probability. So how do we solve probability? We have this formula, which is the probability of event. Event is anything that you are asked to find out is equal to the number of outcomes in the event or the total number of outcomes, or we can say that probability of event is equal to the favorable outcome over the total outcome. So this topic ay mas maiintindihan natin if we have some example. So let's jump into our first example. So here it is said that suppose you put slips of paper labeled A, B, C, D, E, and F in a bag, shake it thoroughly, put on a blindfold, and draw one out. What is the probability that you will pick A at random? So sabi niya dito, naglagay ka daw ng mga papel sa loob ng bag. Yung mga papel na yon ay nilagyan mo ng label na A, B, C, D, E, and F. Therefore, kung ito yung mga nilagay mong label, ilan ang meron tayong papel doon sa ating bag? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 6. And this 6 is your total outcome. Okay? Kasi these are the total papers inside the bag natin. Ngayon, magdodraw ka doon ng isa, bubunot ka ng isa. Ano yung probability na si A ang makukuha mo? So we have here probability of picking A. So lagay na lang natin sa loob ng parenthesis is A. Again, the formula is favorable outcome over yung total outcome natin, which in this case, ang total outcome niya is 6, okay? So we have here, unahin natin yung denominator since alam naman natin na 6 yung total outcome. Gawa nga nitong label niya. Then, ilan yung favorable outcome? When we say favorable outcome, ilan ba yung chance na lalabas si A? Okay? Ilang bang A ang meron tayo dun sa ating bag? Ilang bang papel ang meron nakasulat na A? So, meron lang tayong isa. Tama? Therefore, your favorable outcome is 1. So your numerator will be 1. And that's your probability of picking A at random. So you have 1 over 6. Okay? So another example. If 2 fair coins is flipped, what is the probability of getting at least 1 head? Letter B, if 3 coins are flipped, what is the probability of getting at least 2 tails? And letter C, if 3 coins again are flipped, what is the probability of getting exactly 1 tail? So doon sa una nating situation, we are going to use 2 fair coins. So dito muna tayo kay first question. Ano daw yung probability na makakakuha tayo at least 1 head? Eh di ba kapag nag-flip tayo ng 2 coins, yung sample space niya o yung mga possible outcome is that, syempre dalawang coin yung i-flip mo. Yung isa pwedeng head ang lumabas, then yung pangalawa head din. Or pwede na ba yung una ang head, then yung pangalawang coin is tail. Or pwede ding tail yung una na coin, then head sa second coin. Or pwede din naman na parehong tail yung lumabas doon sa dalawang coin. Tama? So these are your sample space. Ilang outcome ang meron tayo? Ilan yung total outcomes natin? Ilan ba ito? We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have 4 as your total outcome. Okay? So, meron na agad tayong denominator. So, we have here probability of at least one head. So, sulat na lang natin, at least one head. So, again, favorable outcome over total outcome. So, isulat ulit natin so that you would memorize it. Over yung total outcome. Again, yung total outcome natin is 4. So, unahin na natin siya kasi alam na natin. Ngayon, ilan yung favorable outcome? Again, favorable outcome, ilan ba yung outcome na magbibigay sa'yo ng event na to? At least merong isang head. So, itong HH, meron tong at least isang head. Tama ba? Then, itong HT, meron ding head. Yung TH, meron ding head. Yung T at T natin, so wala namang head dyan. Therefore, we only have 3 outcomes na merong head. So, yung favorable outcome na makakuha ka is 3. So, we have 3/4 or in decimal, we have 0.75 or you can also express it in percent, we have 75%. So, maalin dito if you want to fraction or decimal or in percentage, okay lang. Okay? So, let's move on to letter B. Kay letter B kasi is 3 coins naman yung gagamitin natin. So, palitan muna natin. So, kapag 3 coins, syempre, iba na yung outcome niya. Kasi dun sa una nating ginawa, we only have 2 coins na ginamit. So, kung 3 coins na yan, ano na kaya yung sample space niya? Ano yung mga possible outcome na pwedeng lumabas? Kapag nag-flip ng 3 coin, pwedeng 3 head ang makuha mo, tama? O di kaya 2 head, tapos yung dulong coin or yung pangatlong coin is tail. Pwede din namang yung second coin ang tail. Or parehong tail yung 2 dulong coin. Or pwede din namang yung first coin ang tail, head yung 2 pa. Then we have THT also, TTH, at saka silang 3 ay tail. Tama? So these are the possible outcomes. Ilan lahat to? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have 8 total outcomes. So, sagutin natin si letter B. We have probability. Ano bang tinatanong? At least 2 tails. So, at least merong 2 tail. So, again, ang denominator or yung total outcome is 8. So, ilan yung at least merong 2 tail? So, we have, alin ang meron 2 T? So, ito, we have HTT, THT, TTH, and TTT. Tama? So, ilan yun? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we have 4. So, ang favorable outcome niya is 4. In decimal, we have 0.5 or 50%. So, that is the probability of getting at least 2 tails when you flip 3 coins. How about letter C? Probability of exactly 1 tail. Exactly 1 tail. We have, so hindi naman nagbago yung total outcome niya, 8 pa rin kasi 3 coins pa rin yung i-flip natin. So ilan yung exactly, isa lang ang tail na makukuha natin. So we have HTT, HHT, HTH, THH, tama? The rest, yung iba walang T, yung iba ay 2 yung T. So we only have, ilan yung may circle? 3 lang. So the favorable outcome is 3/8 or 0.375 or that is also equal to 37.5%. Okay? So that is your probability. Another example, I have prepared another example for you. Draw a card from a deck. What is the probability of getting ace of spades? B, what is the probability of getting ace? C, what is the probability of getting cards greater than or equal to 10? So when we say card from a deck, okay, deck of cards, that has 52 total cards, okay? So sa baraha, meron tayong 52 cards. Then, ang sabi, what is the probability of getting ace of spade? So let's put here letter A, probability of ace of spades. So kung alam natin na 52 yung total number of cards, so this will be your total outcome. Okay? So that will be your denominator. Tama? How about the numerator? Ilang ace of spades ba ang meron tayo? We only have 1. Okay? Kasi every number na meron tayo sa card, let's say 2, 3, 4, queen, king, jack, bawat isa sa kanila merong 4 na shape. That is heart, diamond, flower, spade. We have ace of heart, isang ace of heart, isang ace of flower, isang ace of diamond, and isang ace of spades. Okay? So the probability of getting ace of spades is 1/52. How about letter B? Probability of getting ace. For letter B, probability of getting ace. So hindi nagbabago ang numbers sa cards. We again have 52 total outcome. How about the favorable outcome? Ilang ace meron tayo? We have 4, tama? Diba? Isang ace of heart, isang ace of diamond, ace of flower, and ace of spades. So lahat yon is 4. Or, again, put it in its lowest form. We have 1/13. So this will be your final answer. How about letter C? What is the probability of getting cards greater than or equal to 10? So we have probability of greater than or equal to 10 na card. So again, the denominator is 52 for the total outcome. How about the favorable outcome? We have how many? We have 20, right? Then 20/52 in lowest form is equal to how many? We have 5/13. So we have here 5/13. Pero saan ba galing si 20? Paano nakuha si 20? Ang sabi, greater than or equal to 10. So yung 10, isasama na natin dyan kasi equal to 10. Ano pa ang value ay greater than 10? We have king. We have queen. We have jack. And we have another. Meron pa ba? We have ace. So yung value ni ace is, since it is a picture card, that is greater than 10. So we have ilang 4 ang meron tayo, ilang 10 ang meron tayo. We have 4. King, we also have 4. Queen is 4. Jack is 4. Each shape, 4 din ito. Then all in all, 4 times 5 is, we have 20. So this is your favorable outcome. Okay. So another example. A 6-sided die is tossed. What is the probability of getting a 2? What is the probability of getting a 3 or 5? Letter C, what is the probability of getting a number that is at most 4? What is the probability of getting a number that is greater than 3? And lastly, what is the probability of getting a number that is less than or equal to 5? So, di ba, if you toss a 6-sided die or dice, ano lang ang mga possible outcome? Ano lang yung mga possible na lalabas? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are the possible outcomes. And ilan ito? Sila ay 6. So, your 6 is your total outcome. Okay? How about for letter A? Ang sabi kay letter A, probability of getting 2. Ilan ba ang 2 doon sa ating sample space? We only have 1. So we have 1 over 6. How about letter B? Probability of getting 3 or 5. 3 or 5. Ilan ng 3? We have 1. Tama? Ilan ng 5? Isa din. Therefore, getting 3 or 5, we have 2 over 6. Okay? Or, meron pa pala siyang lowest form. Huwag kakalimutan. If your answer ay pwede pang i-simplify, so i-simplify nyo siya. So this is also equal to 1/3. So that is your answer. For letter C, we have probability of getting at most 4. Ilan yung at most 4 natin? We have, iitan natin yung box para magkasya. Ayan. We have 4. Tama ba? Ano ba yung mga at most 4 na number natin? We have, alin yung mga at most 4? E di syempre, sabi, pag sinabing at most, that is ang maximum na dapat na number is si 4. So ano yung mga lower than 4? So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that is 4. So we have 4 over 6. Okay? Then, balik tayo dun sa sinasagutan natin for letter D. Ay, wait. It's still have its lowest form. Ayan, naka-highlight tayo. Wait lang. Four over 6, meron pa tong lowest form which is 2/3. So 2/3 ang sagot natin for letter C. How about for letter D? Probability of a number that is greater than 3. Ano ba yung number that is greater than 3? We have 4, 5, and 6. So that is 3 over 6 or equal to 1/2. Isulat din natin yung mga numbers na yon. We have 4, 5, and 6. How about for letter E? Probability of getting less than or equal to 5. So ano ba yung mga less than or equal to 5? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, hanggang 5. Kasi kasama pa yung equal to 5. So we have probability of less than or equal to 5. That is 5 over 6. So ito na yun, wala na tong lowest form. So 5 over 6 is your final answer. So let's put again those number. We have here less than or equal to 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 5. So we have 5 over 6. Okay. And that concludes our discussion on how to solve or get the probability of a certain event. So hope you understand our lesson for today.